What's up guys, Rick with RallySportDirect here. It is October, which means it's time for some new products. I've got some awesome products here in front of me and some that you've never seen before, ever. But first, make sure to hit subscribe for more videos just like this and build videos, how-to videos, etc. But let's get this thing started. All right, let's get this video started with something hot and loud for your WRX or STI. This is the Nameless Performance Muffler Delete Axle Back Exhaust that is going to be specific for the 19 plus WRX and STI. Now this is by far the easiest way to add some much needed sound to your Subaru without the hassle. You know, the stock exhaust is, well, a joke, and it does a great job of ruining the true note of the boxer engine in the worst way possible. Now this is a direct replacement that's going to bring out a deep, rich note, and with the large quad neochrome tips, it's going to fill out the massive gaps in your rear bumper and look fantastic with its staggered design. So get rid of your dumpy tips like, well, now, and get the look and the sound that your car needs. These things are badass. All right, next up, we've got something so fresh. You guys are literally the first people in the world to see it. No joking. These are the latest steering wheels from FactionFab that we just barely got in. Now, I did a quick test fit on one of the cars here, and I can honestly say these definitely get my stamp of approval for sure. There's a few reasons. Ultra thick all around and comes in different materials, you know, not only for looks, but also changes the way that the wheel feels in your hand. So if you're into like carbon or suede, or some uncy leather, they've got you covered. Now fitment is perfect, and it does allow you to keep your factory airbag as well as all the factory buttons, which is critical to avoid any, you know, warning lights or anything like that, as well as for safety. Now, the red stitching, this is like a near perfect match for the factory stitching, and I love the red centering stripe here on top on every single steering wheel. It's just a nice touch. Now these are going to be specific for the 08 through 14 WRX and STI and are a 100% direct replacement, well, for your honestly pathetic factory steering wheel. And I know your guys' factory steering wheel is starting to fall apart, and you know it too, so you might as well replace it with something that just feels and is better. Check these out. They'll be up on the site soon. I know they're not yet, but as soon as they are, we'll update you when they go live. And moving on, we've got something super dope from ISC Suspension, and it is their N1 Street Sport coilover. These actually come with the upgraded Triple S spring. The benefit of the Triple S springs are massive. You get a lighter yet more robust spring with less actual windings, giving you more usable stroke, better performance, while somehow giving you a better ride all around, which is kind of odd, but it's true. And the best part is they come pre-installed on the coilover, so you don't have to take it all apart, switch them out just to get the benefits. And of course, underneath those springs, you still have the same killer ISC damper with its 32-way damper adjustments, independent ride height adjustments, and so you can go from, like, you know, near stock height basically to scraping on the ground if you prefer. Either way, we do keep these in stock and ready to ship for the 08 plus Subaru WRX and STI models. Seriously, a killer and near perfect combo. Check them out. Man, I love stuff like this, and I probably should have waited for the holidays to do a video, as they're, you know, basically like a really good gift for, well, anybody into cars. But really, it's never too early to start thinking about your friends or yourself even. These are the IAG Bottle Openers and are 100% needlessly over-engineered for the job at hand. But I guess everything IAG makes is kind of like that. So this is just another example of something they make that's awesome. Now, these are CNC'd from billet aluminum and either come in raw or anodized in a bunch of different colors. Now, this thing is a work of art and just beefy as all hell. You know, do you need this? Probably. I mean, maybe you're at the bottom of your 100 packed Alibaba $1 special openers, and you're just blowing through them on those ultra tough twist off bottle caps. Or more likely, you just want a properly awesome bottle opener that will also help support one of the best engine builders and manufacturers in the game. You know, you can get one, throw it in your toolbox, throw it in your kitchen, or hell, use it as a drift charm on the back of your drift car, and then see if you can like open up a bystander's bottle cap or something. Wait, Kenny Block, don't steal my idea. Either way, it is an awesome bottle opener. Check them out. Seriously, super cool. Seems like I'm always featuring an OLM part in just about every video, but there's a reason for that, and that's because they keep coming out with awesome stuff like this. This is their OLM BM style carbon fiber hood scoop for the 15 Plus WRX and STI. I must say I'm not normally a huge fan of stuff like this, but I honestly never thought just a simple carbon piece on the hood could make such a big difference, but it genuinely does. It really helps break up like the same color swath across the hood and also helps the factory color pop. Now, this is a super easy install, and as an added bonus, you get quite a bit more aggressive styling thanks to these like 3D projections here on the front of the scoop. Now, if you're wanting to change up the styling on your WRX or STI in a big way, you don't want to go with like a full carbon hood or cutting holes or anything like that. This is the easiest and best way to do it for sure. Only takes a few minutes to install, and you can always remove it later on if you really want to, but chances are you probably won't. This is a very cool piece. Yep, another OLM item for your 15 Plus WRX, but this one is genuine dry carbon fiber, and it's their side mirror covers with, of course, that matte finish. Now, we also sell these in a high gloss finish, but there's just something about this matte carbon fiber that's just too sexy not to highlight. These will easily install on your side view mirrors, and they, of course, they have the provisions for the turn signals, and they just look awesome. Do they add any performance? No, but who cares? It's the little things like this that make your car unique and truly your own. Now, sometimes I wish I could have you guys like feel things through the screens, and this is one of those things. That might be the only downside actually I can see to these is, well, if you're at like a, you park or you're at a show or something like that, people are gonna touch these, guaranteed. Now, luckily they're pretty resistant to fingerprints, but it's just one of those things that you just wanna touch because it looks so unique and so cool. Very cool piece just to add some style to your WRX or STI. I love new tools, and this is a new one from Torque Solutions. This is their spark plug gap tool specific for 14mm plugs, aka plugs in your Subaru, Evo, and well, a ton of other cars. Basically, your pretty standard run-of-the-mill spark plug. Now, if you're thinking that this is dumb because my plugs come pre-gapped and I don't need to do anything about that, that's great. This probably isn't the tool for you, but if you're the type of person who, you're at the dyno and you're trying to squeeze in a few more pounds of boost, but you're getting spark blowout, and your tuner's like, okay, we need to, basically narrow the gap here, you need something that you can do it not only quickly, but precisely. Now, I've gapped plugs before without any special tools. There's a few different options. You can, take something and kind of tap it down on there. You can also take a pair of pliers and try to get it, but you risk damaging the ceramic and the inner electrode there. You can also drop it, which I have done once before, which effectively made the gap zero. But that's neither here nor there. This tool, all you do is thread the spark plug up in and thread the upper portion down, and you can very precisely start to squeeze that outer electrode down, and then use your feeler gauge or whatever your preferred method is to measure the exact gap there. And so you can get very precise, very quick, and safe plug gapping with this handy little tool. Next up is something for you high horsepower or aspiring to be high horsepower 2015 plus WRX guys. This is the IAG lower intake plenum. Now, this is going to replace both your TGBs as well as the lower plastic plenum. that's found on the stock WRX intake manifold. These are significantly tighter tolerances and eliminates that one of those connection points completely, and so air has a much better chance of, basically having a nice smooth shot straight down into the heads. Plus, with IAG's magic that they seem to work on these, you get a very high airflow through these. Plus, they're just absolutely beautiful. Really a big upgrade over the factory TGVs and plenums, whether you come at it from an aesthetic standpoint or a performance standpoint. Very cool pieces all around. New shift knob? Yep, this is the SCAD shift knob for the 6-speed Subarus. Now, this very much reminds me of the old piston style knobs that you could get as a factory option on the Bug-Eye WRXs, if I remember correctly. It is made from billet aluminum and comes in this beautiful black anodized finish. Now, it's gonna be lightweight and also very good looking. Now, the weight's gonna give you, very quick and precise shifts while kind of amplifying the feel through the shifter, but that also means that when you grind it, you really feel it. Now, they do say it is specific for the 6 speeds, but the only reason I can see that is because it doesn't have the shift boot retention ring there on the bottom. So if you don't mind your shift boot hanging down low, then this will also work for you 5-speed guys as well. So if you're looking for a really cool, lightweight, and black shift knob, check this one out. Moving on, we've got something pretty awesome for you guys looking for some serious suspension adjustability. These are the Full Spectrum Performance Ultimate Camber Plates. Now, these are gonna be specific for the 15 Plus WRX and STI, and what makes them special is their unique ability to change both camber and caster quickly and easily. Now, using adjustable mounting points where the plate actually attaches to the strut tower, you can effectively dial in the camber and caster together to get significantly better handling and steering wheel feel. Now, we do offer these in both a blue and black, and they're incredibly high quality. Now, they do have billet aluminum throughout the entire plate and all stainless steel hardware. Paired with a very beefy spherical bearing here in the center, they should give you incredible performance and precision for years and years, regardless of the conditions you use them in. Very, very cool. And last but certainly not least, these Option Lab wheels. Now, these are the R716 model in an 18 by 9.5 plus 35 in the sexy Formula Bronze color. Now, we do have these in stock in an 18 by 8.5 as well, in both 5 by 100 and 5 by 114 in a bunch of different colors. So if this bronze really isn't your thing, we've got something that you'll like for sure. Anyway, this particular set comes in at 24 pounds per wheel and features the aggressive concave face design, which would also allow it to clear most brake systems on the market. Now, with an all aluminum construction, these manage to keep weight down to a minimum, yet provide ample strength, whether you're out on the track or just blasting through the rough roads downtown. Now, with the size and offset, you're gonna get a nice aggressive stance and be able to run a pretty wide tire without having to do any, if much, fender modification. So if you're looking to change up your look and style of your car, you'll definitely want to check out the Option Labs wheel offerings. And that's it, guys. That's all the time we've got for today. Now, of course, we didn't cover all of the new products we got in. This is just a mere sample of the plethora of products that we've brought in. Now, to see these as well as others, hit the link down below. And also, while you're down there, I don't know, maybe drop a comment. Let me know what you guys thought of this video, and also what your favorite product was. And also hit the like button if you like this video. If not, dislike, right? And subscribe. It costs you guys nothing and truly means the world to me if you haven't subscribed already. But that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you next month.